In a surprising twist, Mercedes chief Toto Wolff has downplayed Max Verstappen's extraordinary triumph at the Italian Grand Prix, dismissing it as merely Wikipedia material. Verstappen's performance at Monza indeed left racing enthusiasts in awe as he battled fiercely against Ferrari's Carlos Sainz and etched his name into the annals of Formula One history with his 10th consecutive victory. This exceptional feat was not an isolated success for the Dutch sensation. It marked his 12th win out of 14 races in the 2023 season, underscoring his relentless pursuit of a third consecutive World Championship title. Yet, Wolff's reaction to Verstappen's remarkable accomplishments suggests a simmering rivalry beneath the surface of the F1 circuit. Now let's delve into the matter and see what's really happening, and share your thoughts in the comments section on whether you also think Max Verstappen's performance is Wikipedia material. It's worth noting that Wolff's comments may be interpreted in different ways. While some might see it as downplaying Verstappen's achievements, others might perceive it as a form of acknowledging the intense competition and standards in Formula One, highlighting the historical context. What's clear is that Max Verstappen's performances in the 2023 season have been exceptional, and he's setting records that will be remembered in the sport's history. It is not something that would be important for me, those numbers. It is for Wikipedia, and nobody reads that anyway. Our situation was a little bit different because we had two guys fighting against each other within the team, Toto Wolff told Sky Sports at Monza. Toto Wolff's comments and Lewis Hamilton's recent remarks about Max Verstappen's teammates indeed reflect the intense competition and rivalry in Formula One, especially during a season where Red Bull has been dominant. It's not uncommon for emotions to run high in such high-stakes situations. Hill's observation that Wolff's comments seem out of character and ungracious might suggest that the pressure and frustration of seeing his team consistently lose to Red Bull are taking a toll. The 2023 season has been historic for Red Bull and Verstappen, and it's not surprising that it elicits strong reactions from those involved in the sport. Now let's see how Toto Wolff steps in as Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen's F1 feud turns ugly. During the Italian Grand Prix weekend, the two Formula One rivals engaged in a war of words. It all started when Lewis Hamilton minimised Max Verstappen's dominance in the sport and suggested that Verstappen's Red Bull teammates have not been on the same competitive level. This exchange marked the beginning of their public rivalry during that particular race weekend. I'm no more impressed than when Michael was leading, when Sebastian was leading, when Kimi was driving, when Fernando was winning. It's just the same, the seven-time world champion said. He then added, "In my personal opinion, all my teammates have been stronger than the teammates Max has had. Jenson, Fernando, George, Valtteri, Nico. I've had so many. These guys have all been very, very strong, very consistent, and Max has not raced against anyone like that." Verstappen didn't hold back in his response to Hamilton's comments. He fired back, accusing Hamilton and the Mercedes team of harbouring envy over his own dominant performances in the sport. This exchange added more fuel to the rivalry between the two drivers. "Maybe he's a little jealous of my current success," he retorted, before securing a record 10th consecutive F1 Grand Prix win. Verstappen continued, "This kind of statement, he possibly thinks he's winning something with that. But it makes no difference to me. I think Mercedes have a very hard time dealing with losing after all these years of winning so much. At some point, you have to be realistic, and then you have to be able to appreciate what other teams are doing. We did the same when they were dominant, and we also said, we have to work harder because we are not good enough. You can keep shouting and screaming that what we do is not that special. You just have to deal with yourself." Which driver do you support? Hamilton or Verstappen? Let us know your opinion in the comments section. Mercedes' head, Toto Wolff, made an effort to ease the tensions between the team's drivers. Addressing the media following the Monza race, the Austrian downplayed the conflict, characterising it as a playful exchange between two competitive rivals. "First of all, it's obvious that the drivers like to poke each other a bit," he said. Wolff added, "You can say that Lewis has raced 3 world champions. He raced Jenson, he raced Fernando, and he raced Nico. But I don't want to in any way diminish anybody's performance because Max in the car is outstanding, so it's just part of the fun." Damon Hill has offered his perspective on the ongoing debate regarding the relative importance of the car versus the driver in Formula One. While there's no denying that the RB19 has frequently been hailed as one of the most outstanding cars ever crafted for Formula One, Hill emphasises that Max Verstappen's achievements cannot be underestimated. The RB19 may hold a performance edge over its competitors, but Verstappen's prowess behind the wheel shines through. With an impressive 12 wins this season, in contrast to his teammate Sergio Perez's 2, Verstappen also commands a significant 145-point lead in the standings. This firmly underscores the undeniable impact of the driver, even in the face of a dominant car. He's achieved something no one else has ever done, and the Red Bull team has won 24 out of 25 Grand Prix. They've won 14 races this year, and it's an incredible record, but you can't just put it down to the car. This guy is special. Throughout his career, from the moment he arrived in F1, he has done things no one has done before, and he continues to polish off this season. He had some challenges from Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc as well, so there was definitely a bit of a race on. During the Italian Grand Prix last Sunday, there were also another happening. Lewis Hamilton had a collision with the McLaren of the Australian racer, Oscar Piastri. Although Lewis Hamilton emerged from the incident unscathed, the front wing of Oscar Piastri's car suffered damage and necessitated a replacement. Regarding the incident, Hamilton received a 5-second time penalty from the race stewards. However, this penalty had minimal impact, as Hamilton maintained a significant lead over Alex Albon and retained his 6th place finish, even with the penalty factored in. Despite the incident, Hamilton displayed genuine remorse by immediately approaching Piastri in Parc Fermé after the race to offer his apology. "I enjoyed the battle I had at the end, but a bit unfortunate that I misjudged the gap that I had with Piastri," he said. "It was totally my fault, and I went and apologised to him straight afterwards. We move on," said by Hamilton. That's it for today's video. And as always, stay tuned for more updates, analysis and coverage as we continue to follow the twists and turns of the Formula One Championship. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action.